Hello all, today we are going to see the second video on the topic time, distance and speed. Just a small recap. The time distance is related to speed times time. Okay, let's move to the first problem. Your car takes 4 hours to cover a distance. If it travels at a speed of 40 miles per hour, what should be its speed to cover the same distance in 1.5 hours? In 4 hours, it moves in a speed of 40 and it covers a distance. It moves 1.5 hours. At what speed it will cover the same distance, right? So it's going to be a simple problem. 4 hours, 40 miles per hour speed, and in 1.5 hours, what speed it will cover the distance, right? So speed is equal to 40 times 1.5 by 4 hours, which is equal to 106.6 miles per hour. So we can see the answer, double check the answer. See, when it's going in lower speed of 40 miles, it's able to reach the distance in 4 hours. So in 1.5 it has to reach the same destination, means the speed has to be more. So it is approximately more like 106.6 miles per hour. Okay. Next, John left home and drove at the rate of 45 miles per hour in 2 hours time, and he stopped for lunch. Then he drove for another 3 hours at the rate of 55 miles per hour to reach his destination. How many miles did John drive? Okay, so they're asking for the total distance he traveled before and after lunch. So we have to find the distance before lunch and after lunch, then we have to add it, then that's going to be the answer. So 45 times 2 is 90, 55 times 3 is 165. So the total distance he has traveled all through is 255 miles. You always have to have an eye on the units. They all should be in the same type, that is like hours means hours, miles means miles per hour or something like that, not in different units. Okay, we'll move on to the next problem. If a person walks 4 miles per hour, he covers a certain distance. If he walks 9 miles per hour, he covers 7.5 miles more. Okay, how much distance he actually covered? So here they want to know the distance covered, d. Okay, the time is not mentioned at all here, so it's very simple. We have to find the d when he is moving in 4 miles per hour. Okay, so d equals 4 times d plus 7.5 by 9, right? So this is simple form problems which we do normally. So the value is 5d is equal to 30 and d equal to 6 miles. Okay, next is a train is going at 1/3 of its usual speed. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so the speed is 1/3 of its usual speed. That is not, if suppose the usual speed we give it as yes, then now it is traveling in 1/3 the speed of it, and takes extra time of 30 minutes. So if it is taking normally t minutes, then it is taking t plus 30 minutes. Find its usual time to cover the distance. So what is t they are asking? Okay, the distance is going to be same in both the cases. Okay, so if the distance is going to be same in both the cases, then we can write d is equal to, for the first equation we can write it as 1 by 3s t plus 30, right? Second distance is equal to s t. So since the distance is same, then we can equate these both the equations, right? So now becomes st becomes 1 by 3 s t plus 30, right? So we can multiply this 3 on the other side, so it is 1 s t plus, multiplying it simultaneously, so that it becomes 30 s. Okay, and we are going to cancel out, so it is 30 s is equal to 2 s t. So t is equal to 15 minutes. T is equal to 15 minutes. Okay. Next problem. A car drives for 4 hours with a constant speed of 45 miles per hour. So it drives 4 hours at a speed of 45 miles per hour. Then for another 2 hours, the constant speed of 67 miles per hour. What is the average speed for the total trip? Generally, when we say average of anything, we just add the 2 units and then divide by the number of units, right? So we cannot just add here both the speeds and find an average speed. It is not going to be right. How to find here? Actually, here is average speed, which is equal to the total time, the total distance. Okay, total distance covered in both the travel, and then we have to divide it by total time taken for the travel. Okay, total time taken for the travel. So we have to find the distance. So it is 45 times 4. Okay, and the distance for the next shorter trip is 67 times 2, right? So we have to just write it like that: 45 times 4 and 67 times by 2. That's the two distances traveled, and by the total time, that is 4 plus 2. Okay, when we simplify it, we'll get the answer 37.6. It's a speed, so it has to be not like this, miles per hour. Okay, this is very important. Average speed has to be calculated by dividing the total distance and total time, not just adding the two speeds and dividing them by number 2. Okay, next problem is: a bus traveling at an average speed of 50 kilometers per hour made the trip to town in 6 hours. Okay, so the speed is 50 kilometers per hour, made the trip time is 6 hours. If he had traveled 45 kilometers per hour speed, then how many more minutes they might have got? So that is, we have to find how many more minutes it has used up to take the journey. Okay, so here what we have to do is, like, we have to find the let's say equate the distance. So first distance, d equals 50 times 6, right? Distance d equals 45 times right? We don't know the time, so we have to find this. Since the distance is going to be the same, we have to equate this equation. So t is found to be 6.6. okay, so what is the question is not the time that is taken to cover the second trip. They have asking to find how many more minutes it takes to make the trip when the speed is getting changed, right? So it is 0.6 minutes is the correct answer for the question asked. Okay, so in the time related problems, we have to be very clear with the unit that is used and also the question that is asked. The ultimate thing is the relationship between distance is equal to speed into time, but what is asked and what is given is going to be different in each problems. We have to take care of that. Hope you have understood the problems. If you have any doubts, please put it in the comment section. Share and subscribe my videos. Thank you.